think I'm here.
Aha!
There you
You made it.
go. First
Awesome.
time doing an Instagram live. Some technical difficulties. Sorry about
Uh,
that.
Yeah, did you say this is your first time to do one?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, well, congratulations. You're now a part of the Instagram Live
Thank you,
club.
sir. Thank you, thank you.
Well, cool. You've got the Loteria behind you.
I do.
Some of them, I guess there have been a few that, well, maybe the ones that have sold are framed down there, but
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
it, it's interesting. Everything's kind of flipped, so all the words and numbers are
No.
backwards, and
Is there something I can do about that? Nope, not
uh,
not
I don't
that.
think so. I think we're just it's just
We'll
like
just
that.
roll with it.
Yeah. Um, but that's all right. So, okay, let me just jump into things, I guess. For folks who are new to Loteria as a thing, would you
hmm
mind kind of like explaining what it is um, to
Yeah,
them?
absolutely. Let's jump into it. Okay, so some people call it Mexican bingo. What it is you have a player deck, and there's 16 images on that deck. There's 52 cards in total, so each deck is completely randomized, right? And then you have a caller who flips out a card, say like La Bandera, for example. So if you have Bandera on your player deck, you would mark it with a penny or a bean. Sometimes we do beans. When you get four in a line or diagonally, you win.
Aha, that's
So that's the
cool.
concept of the game.
Yeah, very much like kind of like bingo. Um,
Yeah,
and what I like also about this is that you made 16 pieces, so it's almost like a full card on
exactly.
the poster or on the wall.
So the first time I did it, I had that in mind. I wanted it to be like a player deck. And now this
Mhm.
is like the second iteration of the second deck.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, and for those of you who weren't aware, Leslie did this series. This is the second iteration of the Loteria series. She did one in, was it 2023?
2023, that's right.
Yeah, in 2023, she did her first version of the series, and that was really great. Definitely got my attention and a lot of other people as well, and so we're excited to show this second iteration, and it's fun to see how it's kind of progressing and taking shape
Yeah,
in the second iteration also.
I think so too. And I'm maybe in 2 years again, it'll be a different series and it'll look a little bit different, but the spirit will be there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've still got a lot of cards that you can do, so that's
Yeah.
fun.
So there's 52 in total. That's kind of a big
It's a
challenge,
lot.
but if we take it 16 at a time, I think we'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, that's like you're already like almost halfway or more than halfway, I guess.
Yeah.
Or exactly halfway?
I'm not
No,
sure. Well, here's the
that
thing.
would be 26. So you're more than halfway.
Yeah, the thing is that sometimes, because it's been 2 years, I think like, oh, this would have been so good for that card, and I could do it again.
Hmm.
So maybe it'll take a little bit longer, because there might be repeats, Like maybe I have another idea for La Bota, and I want to
Hmm.
do another painting for that.
Definitely.
So
Yeah, I think did you do a La Dama last time also or
yeah, uh-huh.
okay.
So very different as far as it looks, but I love that card so much.
Hmm.
Can't let it go.
Very cool. Cool. So what inspired you? I mean, we've covered some of this, but I think that, maybe other people who are tuning in may not be fully versed in what's going on behind with the series. What inspired you to paint this Loteria series the way that you're doing it?
Yeah, so I've been really into Western art for a couple of years now, and also borderland art or art with a Latino influence. So
Hmm.
this is a really good way to combine those two concepts because it is Western in its subject matter. We have landscapes, animals, cowboys even, so very
Hmm.
Western in that sense. But I wanted to fuse that Latino culture with something very iconic, like this super popular card game. So
Yeah.
blending those two together, I think, got that point across really, really well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, and I mean it's something, especially like the Western art world is so vast. It's like
Mhm.
it ranges from like upper in like in Canada all the way
Yeah.
down to down into Mexico, I guess.
hmm
Um, but what we normally think of is like sort of that like I guess southwestern thing is like New Mexico, Colorado, um, and Arizona. Um, but yeah, there's so much like in the Western art world, I think, especially like in Texas and in southern Arizona and in southern New Mexico, especially like where there is like that borderland culture.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see that really represented well.
Hmm.
So that's
Because
very
like
cool.
Latino culture was always in Western art. Some of the
Hmm.
first cowboys were Mexican, so
Hmm.
it's always been there.
Vaquero.
It's just really loudly here.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, and I love seeing that come more into I don't know, like the overall like subject of Western art. Like I
Hmm.
know like, you know, there have been like some really famous ones in the past, like Remington painted some vaqueros
Yeah.
and now it's fun Sean SC Chavez is has been painting vaqueros
Yes, yes.
out of
Uh-huh.
Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and those are you know, fantastic paintings and
Yeah, he's great.
represent his that subject really well as well.
Mhm.
Well, cool. Well, you know, so this one of the things that I also thought was really nice about working with you. We I showed a couple of your pieces in a group show. I think it was after the Gold Rush
After the Gold Rush.
a
Yep.
couple years ago, and that went well. And so when we started talking about doing the Loteria, I was really impressed with your professionalism and like your dedication to your work. Can you talk a little bit about like how you approach your art and sort of like your work style, your process, like what how do you like come up with this like concept and work toward it steadily and make things happen for yourself?
Yeah, so you and I started talking about this series a long time ago. I am a big planner. I like to
Hmm.
have lists, sketches, rough drafts. So I'm really meticulous about the details and planning before I actually jump into the paintings. But it started off with talking to you, getting
Hmm.
my little ideas in a notebook, and then sketches, which I can show you if I can flip this around.
Yeah, let's do that. This I
Okay.
love how you made sketches and studies for each of these pieces.
So we started off with some sketches. This is really, really fun, but also very time consuming. So if you're in a maybe in a time crunch, don't do this.
Yeah. Well, so I think you made lists of the cards you wanted to represent,
Exactly.
and then you took them to some of them are pencil sketches, and then what medium are these are the
These
colored
are
sketches?
acrylic,
Okay,
quick little painting sketches.
cool.
Because I also wanted to play with color a little bit more this time around.
Hmm.
I like this one a lot. Color was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we started off with the sketches, and then once everything was finalized, I showed them to you. Then we jumped into the canvases.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Cool. And they turned out very like, you know, sometimes there's a little interpretation that happens between the sketch and the
Exactly.
canvas. Um, and I think that did happen a little bit, obviously, but like
Yeah.
they it's pretty like on the money for you.
Uh-huh.
That they how they turned out. That's awesome.
I think so too. I didn't want to spend too much time on the sketches because ultimately they're just sketches. They're to get my idea
Hmm.
on paper, but not look as good as the original, I guess, as the
Yeah.
finished product. Don't want to waste too much time on a sketch.
Yeah. We have a question from Emily Christine, 1230. What pieces from your life made it into your pieces, or what like aspects of your life made it into your pieces? I see some
Uh-huh.
familiar landscapes, she says.
Yeah, so I travel so much, and all of these photos are references that I took myself. That's really important to me to get my own pictures.
Hmm.
So we have Colorado landscapes because I lived in Colorado for a year. A lot of South Texas landscapes because I'm from South Texas. So I have thousands of pictures of all my adventures, and they eventually make their way into the paintings. Even like animals, deer that lives behind my backyard, or models, people that I know in my life posing for the paintings, things
That's
like that.
awesome.
Yeah, it's really great. Thanks for the question, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I think is really important and really helps to give to help an artist like determine their point of view is to,
Mhm.
you know, obviously create and work from your own reference
Yeah,
photos. So
absolutely. I mean, to
um
each their own, but for me, it makes me feel maybe more confident and a little bit more legitimacy in my own head that I've been there and I know when I'm painting, I've lived in that moment. So I think that's important to me personally, but to each their own.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are certainly good cases for working from like other reference or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, but I
Exactly.
think yeah, just like I think it helps to develop like a point of view for the artist.
Yeah. And you can borrow things here or there, but I
Mhm.
mean, most of my paintings are like 4 or 5 pictures in one badly photoshopped reference photo and then making its way to the canvas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got another question, so let's just stick with this for a minute. Um, Brittany Sepulveda says, "What was your hardest painting, and which one is your favorite?"
Ooh, okay. I don't think I have a favorite because after each one, I was like, oh, that's so
It's
good.
always the
That's
last
so
one.
good. Yeah. The
That's
last one
this
that I finished. But
every
the
every artist's favorite painting is the one they just completed.
yeah, so true. But to me, the one that I keep on going back to a lot is La Dama and Bandera. Those
Hmm.
two are iconic for me for this iteration. They're like the centerpieces of the entire series. I can't say I have a favorite, but those two, you know that you can't say I have a favorite child. You can't say it, but those
Right.
two
Yeah.
are up there for me a lot. I think they just represent everything I was trying to say with the series so clearly.
Very cool. I wonder, do you think it's because they are human subjects and they are impressive human subjects?
Maybe.
I don't
And maybe
know.
just because they represent the card well also. Like
Okay. Yeah.
bandera being the Texas flag, like my home state
Hmm.
flag, but with like a rider, you know. I don't know, something iconic about that one for sure.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, drop your favorite in the comments if you're on here. That would be fun to see. A couple
Yeah,
of you are
that'd be
doing
fun.
that. Like I see an El Baracho and El Venado. So that's fun. Um, yeah, there have been like I think you're mentioning some of the ones that you like the like Bandera was definitely is a popular one.
Hmm.
Um, Maceta is a really
Yeah,
popular print. That's
really. Oh, I'm
yeah.
so glad to hear that.
I think it might be the highest
No
the largest
way.
series that we end up making.
Oh, wow. Can I ask
So
you? I'll flip it over to you and ask you which one's your favorite.
oh, that's a good question. I like El Mundo a lot.
Ooh, that one is really good. I
It's
love the concept of that one a
it
lot.
makes it twists my brain what's going on. I mean, not
Yeah.
only is it really cool because like it's like I mean, when I first looked at it, my initial thought was like, "Oh, that is so cool how the cowboy's like trying to lasso the moon."
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, "Wait a minute, that's Earth."
Yeah.
And where is the cowboy?
Yeah.
So it's like some kind of weird inception happening there
It
that I
is
think is
really
really
weird.
fun.
So the bottom portion of that painting, in Colorado, there's the Rocky Mountain National Park,
Hmm.
and there's this road called the Trail Ridge Road. The further you go up it, the less it looks like Earth. So that
Oh
is
wow.
the very tippity top of Rocky Mountain National Park. It's just Rocky Mountain craziness.
Hmm.
So that's that. And I remember being there thinking like I feel like I'm on another planet. So that's that
Wow.
portion.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Man, that's so cool. Um, okay, so let's see. Let's go in a different direction here a little bit. I guess well no, maybe not a different direction. You're talking about like being in the field, like being on location and being inspired. Do you do you make sketches or take photos or gather reference like on location, or is that something? I mean, I know you said you work from your original photos, so I'm guessing some of that happens, but how do you gather reference from location and then bring it back to the studio?
Yeah, so I travel a lot with my partner. We go hiking, camping. We've been to 26 national parks at this point.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so cool. But I hike a lot, so not much time to like sit around, pull up your sketchbook and draw. I have
Hmm.
thousands of pictures. I have painted on site before in Colorado. That was a crazy story. It was June. Here in Texas in June it's 100 million
Yeah,
bajillion degrees, right?
yeah. Don't
Um
plane air in Texas in June.
yeah, but over there I set up my oil painting and working and all that. It starts snowing on me, so I had to quickly pack everything up. But so that's an issue you could run into in Colorado. But no,
Yeah.
I don't draw a lot or paint a lot on site. I do like to journal now
Oh,
to
cool.
capture all the memories while I'm there. But yeah, mostly just taking the photos, a million photos.
Yeah, that's really cool. To think of like visual artists journaling and processing what they're experiencing verbally, like in
Hmm.
in journaling, as well as gathering all the reference photos and
Yeah,
bringing that back.
it's a
It
new
gives.
process for me journaling because I've been traveling for maybe 5 years now, and
Hmm.
that's really really great. But I have only the photos to show for it, not so much the memories. And now I want to remember like when we went camping, I burnt the spam on the campfire, little things like that. Twisted my ankle on the hike, or just part
Hmm.
of the story. I want to remember the memories also, not just whatever the photos
Yeah.
piece together in my foggy memory.
Oh, that's very cool. And I'm sure it like kind of like helps to add depth when you start assembling works, that are inspired by a place.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
cool. Um, would you mind showing us, like, I know things are flipped backwards right now, but oh, maybe if you flip the camera around,
Yeah, we'll do a
um,
quick studio
can we
tour.
do like kind of like some zoom ins? I want to see a little bit of like the brushwork and impasto kind of
Absolutely. Yep.
surface of the pieces, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Maybe we do a brief little studio tour.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Swipe through. Okay, so hey MTV, welcome to my crib.
Love it.
All right, so this is my new apron. Doesn't look so new. Here we have the remaining available paintings.
Okay, yeah. So we've got 8 left.
Uh-huh.
So that's half.
You know,
There.
also here in Colorado.
Hmm.
Brushwork on this one was so
Yeah, I love La
delicious.
Palma.
That one is so good.
Um, yeah. So I guess La Palma, is that like some valley inspiration?
It is, yeah. So there's a local park in Laredo, Texas, where I'm from, that sits right on the river, the
Hmm.
Rio Grande. That's the natural borderline between U.S. and Mexico. And this is a scene from there.
Cool.
Yeah, those
Um,
palms are all over South Texas.
hmm. And then we also, the timing of this show was meant to coincide with National Hispanic Heritage Month,
Mm-hmm.
which it does. But also we realized that it's going through Halloween, so we wanted you to do. We thought
Yeah.
about doing a spooky painting. You want to show us that one?
Yeah. So this is Aranya, the
Oh my gosh,
spider
it
in a
creeps me out.
spooky forest. George has a aversion to spiders.
I tried to talk her out of doing a spider because I don't like them, but uh, it turned out to be a really cool painting, I think.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, what was the inspiration for that one, other than just doing a spooky painting?
Um, so I do travel a lot, and I can confidently say I hate traveling into forests because I always feel like it's so creepy, especially going camping. I'd much rather camp in like a barren desert than in a forest because I always
Okay.
feel like there's gonna be like a witch living in there.
Yeah,
Something creepy out to get me at night. So that just combines like the spider with like a creepy, spooky aspect of the forest.
gotcha. That's cool. And like I don't know if it's like contrary, but like sort of in opposition to that, like Alacran is a creepy crawly, but I think that painting is so beautiful. Like from like just like it's really pretty, you know?
Yeah, I guess it has to go again with like the colors, the
Hmm.
background. I mean, yeah, exactly what you said. Maybe the background, the setting.
Well,
So
and
forest
something
is
maybe
so
about the
spooky.
scorpion and its like sort of natural camouflage with
Hmm.
the prickly pear, like sort of all go together, and it just feels more like a landscape. It doesn't feel to me like really creepy. It just feels like
Yeah,
pretty, like really nice.
yeah,
Um, Potentially deadly, I suppose, but
potentially. I mean, maybe spiders also. Who knows?
yeah. All right, so tell me about El Borracho. I
Okay,
mean,
so
I know what he represents. I may resemble that, or have resembled that at some point in my life, but
uh-huh.
um,
I
tell
thought,
me about your inspiration there.
yeah, something I thought was so funny the first time around when I was posting online about the first series, sharing my
Hmm.
paintings. Probably the most requested card by far was people saying that they wanted a painting of El Borracho. People were saying, "Paint me." So, keeping in with a Western subject matter, maybe like a look with the series, I
Hmm.
wanted, like a cowboy drinking, right? But
Hmm.
I don't have many of my own personal reference photos of people drinking. So
Hmm.
I had my partner, Danny, pose. I was like, I need to do this card. Please just pose for me.
That's awesome. I was wondering if that was Danny
Yeah.
as a model.
He's a good sport about it, and he likes to help me whenever I need. So he posed real quick, and then we made a good painting.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was really fun, and I think it's just funny that that was the most requested card.
I love it. Well, so going back to how you are a pretty organized person, would you mind showing us your paint board?
My palette?
Your not your palette, but the I mean you can show us your palette, but your hanging wall where you have all your paints organized.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah. So I have this pegboard. It's a little bit backlit now, but
Yeah.
helps with organization a lot and just like visualizing the paintings, or sorry, the paints, seeing what I need. Stocked up on some more Gamlin,
Yeah.
and I also have that paint squeezing contraption machine thing. This right here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you can get
Lifesaver.
all the
Squeeze every last drop out.
very cool. Well, can you show us
Nothing
a
too
couple
fancy about it.
of the framed pieces there that you've got ready
Absolutely.
that we're about to get shipped or
Okay, so
delivered?
this is el pescado, the fish.
I love this one. This one turned
We
out
need
so cool.
to, let's see if I can grab it into the light to see it better. This one has some crazy texture that was so much fun to
Nice.
play with, and
Very
color.
cool.
Maybe we could
Love
even
it.
show how it transforms from the sketch
Hmm.
to the painting.
Oh man, that was fantastic. That was like a Mr. Rogers or Reading Rainbow moment. Do that again.
We have La
um,
Garza.
cool. I love seeing how the light, plays on the
Yeah,
actual
that's
pieces.
really cool.
Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna ride off into the sunset. I don't know the clouds soon.
Into the storm.
Yeah,
And then my girl, Alama.
yeah, very cool. Um, all right, Leslie. Well, is there anything else? I guess. Yeah. What is your show us your workstation real quick, because I know there's
Oh,
artists out
yes.
there that love to see this kind of thing.
Yeah, so this is a cart just from a good old-fashioned thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
I have my palette here, bunch of brushes that are in desperate need of cleaning.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's just a pool cart situation. Does the job.
Cool.
Yep.
Um.
On this shelf we have more paintbrushes and the original cards that I
Oh
like to look
yeah.
at for reference.
Very cool.
Yep.
Phone stand, because you do a pretty good amount of kind of like content creation for Instagram and TikTok and stuff. So you've got your phone thing on there.
Absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, in the year 2025, you got to be both an artist and a social media manager.
yep, it's the truth. Well, very cool. Um, all right, so let's see. what would you say? I don't know. I mean, I don't. This is not so much a question, just like as something I was thinking about. That I love how we're doing prints, and they're
Hmm.
they're all limited edition, based on the time of the exhibition through October, and so that's a kind of the first time I guess we've had a really accessible, like at Western Gallery, we've had a really accessible price point for work, um, like original works that are translated into, I guess, limited edition prints
Hmm.
directly. Um, so I think that's really cool. I know that they've been really popular with a lot of people. So if you haven't gotten a print, make sure you check them out. If you do want one of the originals, those are available also until the end of October. Um, and there's what, 8 left. So you saw a bunch of them just now. Um, let's see. And as far as like, and we're also doing a few. I think there's a few available, 3 maximum of like hand embellished
Yeah.
prints. So Leslie's gonna add some uh, painted flair to
Uh-huh.
the hand embellished ones, if that's something, if you want something a little bit more special than the limited edition sign print,
Hmm.
and but don't quite feel like going for an original. That's a
Yeah.
good middle
Somewhere in the
ground.
middle of those two.
Yeah. All right, let's do some rapid fire questions for you real quick, and then we'll finish up. But when you're working, and I know this is maybe okay. This first question is silly. So how about big brush or little brush?
Little brush
Okay.
for the details.
Morning paint session or night?
Night. I'm not a morning person.
Cool. Underpainting, yes or no?
Hmm. Sometimes. I change my answer. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And then do you have a one color that you're maybe overusing and loving?
Right now, I'm trying to push pink a lot. Just bring out the
Awesome.
warmth, the life in it. So pink.
Very cool. Well, awesome. Leslie, this was so much fun. Thank you for doing the Instagram live. Thank you for showing us your lovely studio and the works in it and how you're working. Thanks for hanging out and telling us about Loteria. The rest of you guys, make sure you explore Western Dot Gallery. We've got the whole exhibition up through the month, the prints and everything's available there. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, other than in the beginning we were talking about like the Loteria card, we've got the exhibition poster
Mhm.
available as well, and that's a pretty accessible item if you like the exhibition. Um, and yeah, links in Western Gallery bio, western.gallery in your browser. And Leslie, what's your URL for if people want to go right to your site?
Yeah, it's just lesliedeleonart.com.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Leslie, and thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you next time, and talk to you then.
Thanks, George. Had
All right,
fun.
thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.